Hey, what's up? It's Edward. It's been such a long time since you saw the last video on this channel, but we are finally back. I have to warn you, I'm going to be experimenting a lot with lights and with the camera position and all the other things in the upcoming videos, but I just cannot take it anymore. I cannot leave this channel without videos for any longer. It's been a long time already, and today we're back. What we're going to talk today about is the YouTube Mafia, how I call it, which is essentially, doesn't have any kind of negative connotation or not trying to put anybody down, but I would just want to bring awareness to this kind of thing and encourage a lot of people, perhaps even yourself, to well, do something about it, take action, whether by yourself or demanding more from other YouTubers. But essentially, over the last several years, the quality of videos on YouTube has dramatically decreased. Like, the picture is good, the lighting is great, the editing is fantastic, but what a person who is in the center of the video is saying, the perspective that they have, the advice that they give, and everything that is not related to things that you can actually just pay for, it's all the same. And the problem is even worse with millionaire YouTubers, because they all sound alike. They give generic advice that does not really help anybody. What they ask money for is just useless, and it's like a dummy product, you know, like you get a shiny object, which is like the marketing that they put on the internet with all of those special effects and editing and the cool background and all that kind of stuff. And then because, you know, that on the surface that looks cool, and then they offer you something in the video for free, just some basic generic advice that is, you know, there's no point in it. You can, you know, look it up in the internet, use ChatGPT for it, or any other kind of chatbot. It sounds, you know, it looks and sounds great, but on the reality is that it's just a useless, inert prop that you get, whether you pay for it or not. And it's quite frustrating, because YouTube used to be, well, several years ago, like 7-8 years ago, it used to be a really good place to, well, not only get entertained, but also get valuable information and find people who can assist you with a particular problem that you have. Because there was not many of them, and the information and the advice that they were providing was very high quality, and not only it was applicable, but it was also like you really felt like somebody is revealing the secret of how to do something, you know. They have their own personal perspective and view and experiences that they have lived through. And right now I'm actually realizing that the video is going to be much longer than I initially anticipated, so buckle up. And so they have lived through their life, and they have experienced what they're talking about, so what they are saying was actually the truth, and you could sense it. You are able to resonate it. And about maybe 4 or 5 years ago, it has suddenly, but at the same time gradually, has started changing. First of all, many of those YouTubers stopped producing content because they started providing personalized advice, or they started working on something that is bigger than just YouTube. And secondly, a lot of low quality YouTubers have flooded the markets. They have hundreds of thousands and millions of subscribers right now. And what they're doing essentially is what those real YouTubers who are providing valuable advice have been advising against, which is basically utilizing the strategy as one of the people that I highly admire have said of monkey see thing, monkey do thing, monkey teach other people how to do thing, which is essentially a copycat strategy. They are regurgitating the advice that has existed on the internet 6, 7, 8, 9, and even 10 years ago. They're not providing anything useful. So, we're gonna talk about a lot of different subjects in this video, but coming to this YouTube Mafia phenomenon, it's not something that those people are even doing consciously. It's the reality of the approach, of the outdated and overused approach that they are utilizing to run their YouTube channels and to run their businesses. Even if they call something organic, there's nothing organic about it, because the organic videos are videos like that, where somebody lives through life, experiences something, notices that something just doesn't add up, or people are not realizing something that seems to be obvious for that person, for example, in this case for me, and then that person creates the video about that particular topic using their own experience. But what those YouTubers are doing, calling something organic and using a lot of other labels, is that they are simply studying what their competitors are doing, basically doing the thing that is the opposite of what the wealthiest and richest and most successful people in the world do, such as Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk and Bernard Arnault, I think that's the name of the founder of the Louis Vuitton company. They're doing the opposite of that, and what they're doing is they're paying attention to their competitors, studying them very thoroughly. Then they take everything that their competitors have and they bundle it in their own product, video, course, service, doesn't matter what that is. And 95% of what they do is basically what other people have already done. And then they add the 5% of the innovation or their personal perspective on things, which is ridiculous and also goes against the law of innovation, because in order to innovate, you have to take two or more different things that work, put them together and create something new, which is a small example. Two small examples of innovation are what Steve Jobs and what Elon Musk have done. Two different examples. So Steve Jobs, what he did is that he took browser and internet, he took media player, and he took a phone, and then he created an iPhone. So 3 in 1. That's how he pitched iPhone to the masses during the first presentation, and I'm pretty sure that's how he pitched it to the board of directors and to the investors in Apple before that. And then we have Elon Musk, who has Tesla, which basically what he did is that he took cars, and then he took the electricity, the electric aspect, and then he took the name of the greatest person who has, one of the greatest people, one of the greatest scientists that has ever existed, Serbian, legendary, Nikola Tesla. Yeah, so he took those three things, he put them together, and now he has the most fantastic electric cars with the most unbelievable autonomous, AI systems in the world. Of course, it may change every now and then. Somebody may take over Tesla in a particular aspect for a short while before Tesla releases a new update and catches up and overtakes rather their competitor. But the thing is that they're not paying attention to their competitors. What Steve Jobs, what Elon Musk, what Jeff Bezos are doing is that they're living their own life, experiencing experiences, and I'm using these two words on purpose. They're experiencing the experiences, and by living their personalized experiences and whatever they have gone through in life, they are able to create something. This is what creation is. You essentially, when you do that, you create it out of nowhere. You don't even know what you're going to get, what is going to be the result of what you have done. But you're still doing it just because you have been fueled with life force, you have been fueled with energies, you have been fueled with experiences, you have been fueled with what other people have been sharing with you, and now you're creating something new. And this is what almost nobody on YouTube is doing right now, and this is not only it's ridiculous, it is also embarrassing. We have to step up and do better. We have to be able to solve the problems. We have to be able to provide value even with the videos that are free, but the actual value. So it's not like, oh, you know, in order to get good results with women, you have to do this no-fap thing, and then you are good to go. Or in order to start, to make a successful business, you have to send 100 messages to 100 different people, and then you're going to get a good online business because some of those people are going to become your clients. Or in order to leave your 9-to-5 job, 9-to-5 suck, so you should just leave your 9-to-5 and start your online business. Fuck 9-to-5, and so on and so on. This is, if somebody you're watching saying any of these things, they are fooling you. They are not going to help you. This is not going to help you, just because they are simply producing noise. And especially be careful around the people with millions of subscribers, just because they are providing that useless advice because they have to, produce content. That's what they're doing. Yet they're producing content. They're not giving any kind of value. They're not trying to help you. They are not even living their own life. So essentially what they do is that they just sit at home. Maybe somebody goes party. Maybe somebody is just meditating all day long. Maybe somebody is reading books. Maybe somebody is watching some videos on the internet. And then without experiencing life, without going through anything that is real, that you can tell your grandchildren when you are older that, hey, I've been through that. Without doing any of that, they put the information that they learned from somebody else right onto your head, right into your ears, and right in front of your eyes. So this is why chatbots are going to replace all of those YouTubers, just because they are, well, it's honestly embarrassing. I kind of feel sorry for them that they're doing that they have misunderstood how being useful works. By the way, read the Arnold Schwarzenegger's book, Be Useful. It's a very good short read. Not only they are understanding the whole concept of being useful, but they are also, essentially they're doing nothing. They are not providing value. And I think, I've said enough about all of the negative aspects of YouTube and why it's not good enough. And a lot of people who are going to be watching this video are going to find out the reason, not the reason, but the solution how to not end up in this particular situation. But the reality is that these people are still going to be existing until they go bankrupt. And this is one of the reasons why chatbots are so great, because a little cut for your convenience. So if you are able to master the chatbots instead of becoming a peasant or a slave to them, the same way how people who have been spending too much time on social media, scrolling up and down, watching photos and watching short form videos and reading some random words just because they have nothing else to do, essentially becoming completely enslaved by the owners of such social media, who purposefully and deliberately design their website to enslave the people with weak minds, who are not able to basically take control of their life and who want to volunteer their life, their time, their effort, their mental power to somebody else, so that other person is using all of that for their own benefit, for their own purpose. Same thing with chatbots. Chatbots are supposed to render most of YouTubers obsolete, and a lot of people who are, who occupy certain professions, but who are not bringing anything new, who are not doing anything useful, who are just kind of taking up space, breathing air, and taking salaries, or taking payments from their clients. It could be anything. It could be an online business, it could be a software developer, it could be some restaurant owners or hotel owners, anything. So chatbots and AI are going to render them obsolete, and I have had very conflicting perspective on chatbots and AI. But again, it's essentially like anything. If you're strong enough, if you take care of your health, if you're not lazy, and you're going to master them and use them as a tool, just like people mastered social media, people mastered smartphones, people mastered internet, anything, video games. Some people created, some people played, and out of those people who played, some people play it mindfully and it helps them to achieve their goals, and some people play it mindlessly. Same thing with chatbots. I no longer hold that negative thought about chatbots that I had about 2 years ago, or rather 1 to 1.5 years ago, where I was basically almost ridiculing people who were using it. But that's again because a lot of people who I saw who were using it, they were using chatbots as peasants. They were completely owned by the chatbots. But if you're able to take the steering wheel of your own car, of your own ship with I, not with EE, of your own ship, you are going to be using it for your advantage, and you're going to be useful to other people. You're going to be doing something good for other people and for the world, and the world is going to be rewarding you for that. So I very strongly recommend you, first of all, to subscribe to this channel, because this is exactly what we are going to help you achieve. We are going to be providing a lot of value. When I say we, I'm not talking about myself as somebody who has bipolar, or because I'm a Gemini by some horoscope. I'm saying we, meaning the team, the person who stands sometimes behind the camera, the team that with whom I'm able to brainstorm the ideas for these videos. So subscribe. Unlike those 95% of YouTubers, we are going to give you a lot of value to make you mentally strong, to make you the owner of your life. So social media, phones, video games, series, chatbots, other people are not able to take control of you and to make you do what they want you to do. Quite often unconsciously, or quite often they don't say it honestly and directly. It could be even people that you know, your friends, it could be your family members, it could be your colleagues, it could be people you do business deals with, or it could be your employer. Anybody would and will use you, not just would, not just could, but will use you for their own benefit if you're not mentally strong. That's the price that you pay. If you're mentally strong, nobody is even going to think of making you do their bidding, essentially. But if you're mentally weak, they're going to unconsciously, viscerally sense that you cannot take care of your life. You cannot even hold your own body. You cannot hold your own life. You cannot, juggle with all the things that you have to do to be healthy and successful and happy and provide value to other people, to love and be loved, to be useful. So they're going to use you to help them do that better, because, well, frankly, they will use your time and energy and attention better than you would if you're not mentally strong. And I've been through that. I've been through this painful experience when people are literally trying to use you. And unconsciously, that's the funniest thing. The person who you may call the cruelest in the world may use you for, or will use you for their own benefit, but not because they're cruel. It's just your own perspective of them, but because you are not prepared to, stand on 2 feet and move valiantly and courageously with every single step, providing value, spreading love, solving problems, and being strong and healthy and happy. That's how it works in the animal world. In nature, that's the law. These are the laws of nature, where human beings are not able to overcome them or to take control of them or to dictate them. That's just how it happens. So stay tuned. It's going to be a very holistic and comprehensive approach, both covering the diets, the social life, the physical health, the mental health, which all of these things, they add up to mental health, but there is also a certain mental aspect that you have to take care of, the lifestyle, the money-making side, and understanding not only how the natural world works, but also how the human world that is a part of that natural world works, so that your life gets transformed. Because life is much easier and simpler than you think, and you can attract a lot of things insanely easily if you just do the right things. And most people, 95% of people, do the wrong things, and that's why they either remain unhappy or they produce useless content, or produce useless products, or give useless advice, useless services, useless businesses that are not helping others either at all. So they're just a money-making, milking machine, or they help very little. They don't help somebody transform their life dramatically or have the unbelievably exhilarating experiences or eye-opening revelations about how life works, or about what you're able to experience and how much fun or pleasure you may have, depending what kind of business we are talking about. Stay tuned. This is one of the very few channels you're going to get that from, and I'm gonna be frank and honest with you. I need your support, because it's a very hard thing to do, copy-pasting what other people are saying and saying it into the camera after rehearsing it. That there's nothing complicated in that, just like it's not complicated to go clean the street, right, with a brush. But what is complicated to do is make sure that, let's say, what you're doing is transforming somebody's life. Just cleaning the street, it's very useful. There's nothing bad in it. But if somebody can figure out a way how to make sure that a human being does not have to spend time cleaning the street for the sake of cleaning, not for the sake of building mental resilience and hard work and diligence, then that's going to be much better. And that's what we are going to help you do. So we are ending this video right now. Be careful, protect yourself from useless information. We're living in the informational world. If you're feeding your brain, your mind with the information that is not helping you become who you want to become, or you're filling it with noise that 95% of people, YouTubers, business owners alike, provide, you are not only you're not going to achieve your goals and become enslaved by those people, but also you're basically going to be wasting your life. Because if you get useless information that is just noise, that there's no signal, there's no kind of value in it, value that something transforms your life just like that, you are, ask yourself, what's the point of your life? In that case, you're getting information, and then that information stays in your mind, and you live your life using that information, but you're not moving anywhere. Nothing is really changing. You're not transforming yourself, you're not transforming people around, not because there is something wrong with you, but because you filled yourself with wrong information in the informational age. Unsubscribe from 80% of people. Stop doing 80% of activities. We're using Pareto principles of 80-20. Only the 20% of things that you do, or the activities that you do, information that you get, give you 80% of results. Stop spending time with 80% of people. Stop even doing 80% of things that you're doing in your life, and you're going to be able to dramatically transform what you do. And most importantly, subscribe, write a comment of what you think right here on YouTube. And if you want, you can get in touch with me through Telegram or Instagram. Links are down in the description. We can talk with you personally and see perhaps you are exactly at that type of situation in life, that right moment where stars have aligned, that you're ready for dramatic and life-changing transformation right now. And in that case, perhaps I may be able to help you, maybe even with a few messages and a few exchanges of messages, maybe on one call, or maybe we need to work together, especially if you're a busy person who has a lot of things going on in life and you just need somebody to help you achieve your goals more effectively, meaning faster and 10 times more than you otherwise would achieve. Let's provide a lot of value to the world. Let's be useful. Let's transform our lives, and let's transform the lives of people that we come in contact in life. Just like the Little Prince in the book La Petite Prince, which means Little Prince, by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry have done. Stay tuned. It's been Edward. Ciao.